Hey, here's Joe again and welcome back to Mortis Shell, where the theme of the main menu has changed and I wanted to show you that. It is reflecting that we are now at an icy place in the catacombs, which was one of the areas that we're still in one of the areas that we know from the open beta. I really don't want to go here yet because I think I want to do more. Because we found 3 shells so far and 2 weapons, and I think all of the shells are in the main part of the that one weapon though. I really want to try it out in combat. So give me that weapon, please. What the fuck? The fucking jump attack that I'm so reliant upon. Is exclusive to the other weapon. Painted nectar, glimpses, and spectral tokens. I just wanted to try out this weapon. I'm gonna change to the other one. This jump attack that I'm so reliant upon, it's exclusive to this weapon. The other one has a sweeping run attack. Okay, I really don't want to go into the catacombs yet because I want to find the other shell, the last one, and also more weapons, but I assume those other weapons I'll get from going like one room into the next into the other zones. So maybe 2 other zones to go into and find a statue like this. Maybe I have no real idea. Because the visions we got were slightly confusing, so I'm definitely going back. Also, we got items just now that we want to try out. Tainted nectar. Let's use this item to reveal its effect. Will rent you from your shell? Okay, but it will do something else at some point. And we didn't lose our shell thingy. We can be expunged from our shell like once, and then the little dot on the lower left corner will go away, and it didn't go away from this. Okay, good to know. So I want to go back to the main area, Fulgrim, and I'm going to re-clear a bit of that because we wanted to. We are wanting to explore, and we did explore a bit further, but we lost our progress due to the area changing. What is that? That chest is locked. Shit. I was thinking about how that works, and wasn't 100% certain on that. No, not the toad. Not the toad, that guy. Yes, he comes over. Can you please unshell me? Because I was thinking that that's how the chest works. Does it work like this? No, okay. So that's not the mechanic of that. Okay. So then let's go in here to reset the area. And to speak to Sister Janessa to get our unshell point back in the lower left corner, the white point. Maybe we're getting it back by the area loading? No. So, yeah.
Sip this.
And we can now go back out. Okay, so I'm gonna re-clear a bunch of stuff until we get to a point where we have never been before. Problem is, Fulgrim is a fucking maze. and it will be difficult to really find stuff here, but I'm just going. So I'm seeing you when I've done that. You don't have to see me re-clearing the same area for like 20 minutes. Okay, and there we are. We did our way back to the Fulgrim Tower. We saw this like a bit in the distance when we were clearing this area with the one with the big tree with all the beds on it. But I wanted to read this inscription because we've seen it from afar for a few times. The hungriest of the unborn burns with desire. He hangs seething as those below bow low in supplication. He demands sacrifice, but his hunger, it never ends. Assume these are hints at bosses. But I wanted to go past this point, that's why I re-cleared this. I could have just run through to the Fulgrim Tower, but I wasn't 100% certain that this area was was laid out exactly as it is. But this is where we wanted to continue, because we took a look at this and then we chickened out. And that's not a thing I'm doing. I'm not chickening out of anything. Can I please log on before the fact? Whatever. Yeah. This one? This one? Wow. One more. Thank you. Oh, that was delayed. That was far delayed, but was part of the same attack chain. He walked into my attack, triggering it. Interesting. Interesting. That's another enchantment up there. I'm just taking this wet cap. 2 wet caps, great. That helps. Having 2 sometimes. So, enchantment up there. Trying to pull the little small ones. Yes, they have different aggro ranges, and that's really good. And also the game doesn't... What the? Why? Why did the game fuck up there? Yes, he realigns. That's a question that I was asking myself. Okay, that guy. Okay, we lost our one attempt at being de-shelled. That's a chest here. Quenching acid. Yes, that's what I want. There's a burning totem over there. Looking for breakable stuff around here because they sometimes hide stuff very well. Okay, we're gonna go that way to the burning totem in a second. Wanna explore this lower path before. Will this just lead me back towards Fulgrim? The Fulgrim Tower. This is interesting. That's a lot. I've still no idea how these work. I thought it was about being jealous and coming to the chest, but that's not what it was, apparently. Yeah, okay, so that little tunnel over there doesn't help at all. Doesn't help at all. We just run from the Fulgrim Tower, we just run down here, fight 2 guys, and then we're at the same position again. So no biggie here. Okay, going towards that burning totem. Weight cap is halfway respawned. Burning totem. They're sitting down there at the burning totem. We wait until this guy comes over. He just alerted the others to our presence. And they're all just going to fucking stare at me. And yes, I can play the lute. That's a nice attack. One attack. Getting a glimpse and interfere and moonshine. Okay. I know that my tactics that I'm using are a bit cheesy and a bit slow, but that's just how I roll. And how I want to roll. Okay. An unknown effigy. We get effigies for a shell that we don't know the name yet of. This could be Tyr, because we haven't unlocked Tyr's name, just Tyr's shell. I still don't get why they are sometimes changing and sometimes not. Oh, they are guarding the entrance to somewhere. I just fucking aggroed one of those guys. I now need to go here. Problem is, I don't know whether this is safe. So let's pull this guy away from here. Until we are out of bow range, which should be here. This is not exactly out of range. There was close. I just like doing the jumping attack. There's no special reason why I do the jumping attack instead of the normal attack. Normal attack is faster, but it has a huge wind-up. Not as huge as with the big boy Hadern sword. As if the W wasn't silent. Got a glimpse. There's some area behind there. That will be another locked chest. So this was guarded by them. I assume this is how we get to another location. Yes, it is. Somewhere around here there should be another shell. Let's assume it's on our way to... They were tucked away in corners though. Normally. Yeah, I get that this is... Okay. A glimpse of utility, definitely directly using that. Ah, we also have another glimpse. Only one of them did get upgraded though. Okay. What was that? Next, that was that. And this is the... Cannot be used, shell is unknown. Okay, that's an effigy for the 4th shell. So they assume that we gotten the shell before that, so it must be in this area and not on the way forward. Just want to look at... There's another of these chests. What are these chests about? Are those NG plus chests? That's also a possibility. Some games do that, but they would normally then just not have those chests in normal NG. Okay, that's a difficult camp with a lot of guys. So that leads towards another place. So we will have to go here. That must have been close enough to pull them. Yeah, one of them at least. That's also alright. Just pulling one of them to make certain that works. so that to make certain that it will be easier to defeat these guys once we properly pull the group. So now it is a group that I can defeat no problem because it only has one of the big guys. Groups with two big guys are a problem sometimes. It's interesting how far in advance we get warned about the unparryable attack. That will really help during boss fights to get a better read on what attacks are which attacks. I was kind of relying on that with the Veng Nocti Vago boss fight and also Hedern. Also, although the Hedern refight was pretty easy, very much easier than the original Hedern fight. No one else around. It's in Congeatar. Okay, those are just physics objects. They like having them around. Okay. No chest though. I expected the chest to be part of that area. No. Okay. He was trying to taunt me. Okay, over to here. I'm not certain whether this is the way backwards. Let's try to go forwards to where the area changes. But this still, with the effigy being there, it still sounds like we were supposed to get the shell before coming here. That's the double. These are easy now. I'd like more enemy variety already. Wow, that was a bit delayed. That delay was a part of the game delaying me. That was part of me delaying me. Because I was too slow pressing the button. B-U-T-T-O-N. Okay, this is already where the area changes. Let's go in, activate a shrine, and see where we go to. And if I'm right about every one of these having a shrine at the beginning and a weapon to get. That's my working hypothesis, because the other one started like that. Yes, there's a Sesta Genesa right here. I don't want to take this shell. This shell looks broken.
You've kept me waiting, foundling. Do not worry. 'Tis only a jest. This path ahead is littered with monuments to suffering. Thought I might lighten the mood. Not that I've ever had much talent for humor. I once knew a man who took the sacrament of ashes. He laughed all the time. Now I'm rambling like an old crone. You're here for another sip, aren't you?
Yes. Okay, so down here we have an accretion of inheritance. Hardening lasts twice as long, the iframes. But this is the one that will give us additional glimpses, allowing us to upgrade even further. Oh, we can also afford this one. The kick. The kick ability. I'm not using these shield break stuff thingies ever in games in Soulslike, so I'm thinking about acquiring one of the other ones. This will just help me to get rid of attacks.
The newborn crawled from the earth's viscera, a gaunt, sallow-skinned creature, not entirely inhuman. Its hands grasped uselessly at her deflated form. Her limbs writhed and coiled around it. Perhaps an embrace.
Also, I just thought about the unknown effigy being... Problem is that we have a shell that is unknown. So it could be Tyr. We just don't know what Tyr is about. Did we find another quenching acid? Yes. So let's put in that upgrade. We didn't find another one though. Can't take the weapon here? Is that a new weapon? Yeah. It's a mace. We will get a mace here. So, let's fight Hedern with a mace. That's why it was easier. In the beginning I was fighting Hedern with the sword. The same sword that I had. But this one is Hedern with the mace to get the mace. And the other one was Hedern with the two-handed sword to get the two-handed sword. So he'll have different difficulties just because the weapons move faster and slower. And I'm glad that I didn't take the heavy sword because the mace will be very much faster. Ah, it's a two-handed mace? Then I may be wrong. Okay. What the fuck? B is the button I fucking press. Nothing of these attacks is parryable. Oh, that delay though. I really need to look out for my stamina here. Because I'm double dodging so much. Fuck you! I was out of reach for that attack. Fuck you for your delayed attacks and for the dodges not working. Thank you for hardening there. That did really help me. Okay, we'll have to do the harden thing here. Okay, this is nice, easy trade-off with the harden. That's really going okay. Can really fight these slow and easy peasy. Oh, that was the wrong timing. I broke his thing. Because my damage counted before I thought it would count. Oh, that was very close because I wasn't dodging to the side I wanted to dodge towards. Come on. I really like the hard mechanic. We both were still hardened when we hit each other. So here's the same upgrade with the elongated harden after hardening is broken. And there goes Hedern, and we'll be getting swallowed by that fish again. But now we get the two-handed mace. Just after upgrading my sword. Just after upgrading my sword, I'm getting another weapon. It's just... it's making it ever more so that I don't like changing weapons. I don't feel like changing weapons. So the weapon changing mechanics at these things work like get weapon and put the other weapon inside there. Ashes drift from the Mace's smoldering head. This mace bears an inscription: righteous fire may only be wielded by a disciple consecrated by wrath and fury. So... nice 3-part combo, okay. That's the running attack. And we have the heavy attack. Okay, two of those, okay. And I was out of stamina. For this we need Foundry Stone and Awakened Stone. Okay. To know. Got our weapon. Got our health refill.
Taste the truth.
Got not enough tar to gain more insight on our character. Okay, so I'll be re-clearing the area around here. And I'm gonna see you thereafter because you've just seen me clear this area. I'll go until we're in that cave again where we see, which is like down these stairs through the gate and then to the left. That's where we saw an archer in the distance, and that's where we... Fucking hell! Why didn't I heal? Why didn't I heal? I was in the menu, just there. That's a bug, isn't it?
Sip this and you...
Yeah, I hear it. What the fuck? Did I be out of that accidentally? Maybe. Okay. See you in a second. So this is where I wanted to meet you again, with that archer on the right side there. Which was the thing that I was pointing out to you as the discerning thing that you were supposed to have remembered about this area. Yeah, we can now 3-shot them with the jumping attack and 2 normal attacks, which is new. There are traps in here. Great. I hate you. I hate you, game. Okay, can we pull that one in single file? We've been here. We've been here. There's a hole in that right corner. Was there another path though? I don't remember. So let's re-clear this. I'm going to skip you past this because this part of re-clearing you already have seen. Okay, so re-cleared the area, stepped in a few traps, did lose a lot of hit points, but this is crawly space, and I think this is the long crawly space that that I remember. Yeah, that's the one long one. I think that leads right back to the tower, doesn't it? Answer is no. Where is this? Is this where we fought Grisha? This is where we fought Grisha. Okay. So there are not a lot of places that we missed so far, but we still are missing one shell. So we'll be re-looking at that in a second. First we're gonna take the Whale Cap and the Tar Spore so that we are full on. Wow, it's one. It's always one, this one. We need like 5 to have a proper thing going on. Okay, first let's set our checkpoint back here because
taste the truth.
Because we wanted to go to the other side. We can afford that upper left one, which leaves us with enough tar to identify also that one. We can do one of that. Enemies killed have a chance to drop an additional glimpse for a short time after hardening. Yeah, that works.
First, I heard the squeals as if from 100 mouths. Then I saw her. The revered. A writhing mass of sinew. As if all at once she was splitting apart and coalescing. Is it salvation to look upon her? Deliverance? I knelt, losing my strength. I wanted to look away, and yet she was all I wanted to see.
Okay, then we wanted to change shells, not to Solomon, to the unknown shell, because we want to learn the name Teal. And we want to hear his voice for the first time.
You wear a familiar face. Or should I say, a distinct lack thereof. Where did you find him, foundling? Do not answer. Just come closer. It's a simple pleasure to glimpse my beloved. Even if he's truly gone, some part of him remains with you. A small consolation, but I shall accept this mercy. Would it please your withered lips to taste my gifts once again?
Oh, okay, so for upgrading him, we are kissing her, because he's her departed lover.
They foretold a truth more terrifying than any other. Those who glimpse it behold no monster other than an utter lack of meaning. The visage of a razor-thin line between existence and non-existence, and nothing in between.
Okay. And we acquired an effigy of Tyr. Was that the one that we had down here? No. So we have effigies for a share that we don't own. Where is it? Can't really discern this path. That's towards another tower where we didn't... Okay, that's right before changing zones to at a place that we haven't seen yet. Okay. Okay. Going back to Harris because I like Harris. So and then we have the last weapon. Will you show me a better way towards that scene transition, please? Where do I go from the tower? Towards a place that looks like that, okay. Through there, yeah, we've been there. Okay, we've been there, but I don't remember how to get there. I think that's through the right branch if we go through the Grisha arena thingy. Where we fought the Grisha mini-boss. Yeah, we have only 40 tar, we have nothing to do here. So our way in the next episode will be to go through that cave and to the right. And I think there was that one ledge that we dropped off of. And I wanted to continue there. And I think that's where I'm gonna meet you at the beginning of the next episode. Yeah, we just harvested these. I'm stupid. Yeah, so I'm gonna meet you there at the beginning of the next episode. Maybe. No, I'll meet you here and then I'll skip you past all the other stuff. Because there's just like a tiny bit of area over there. Over there, yeah. It really helps you. I think this one showed it perfectly. So, not this. I have no idea where that is. Ah, that's... Oh, yeah. Okay, this part with the little trenches. There was also a swamp there. Oh, is that not the swamp place? Is that a different place? Maybe. Interesting that we can just change weapons on the fly here. Interesting. It's a shame that we don't upgrade all weapons with the quenching acid and they are just like, let's say it goes to +5. I think it just goes to +5. So, and then they would hide just 5 quenching acids in the game. But there was two able to be bought, so there will be more. I would have liked that better since, I mean, we are also upgrading our shells separately, so it makes sense. Okay, whatever. We're going to continue exploring towards the last shell and the last weapon in the next episode. Have a nice day. See you then.